This video shows how to set up the fully integrated Apple CarPlay on the Jaguar XKR and the XF. Similar integrated CarPlay and Android options are available for other Jaguars, Land Rovers and Aston Martin models that have a touch screen. After you've had the hardware installed, this first video will show you how to set up the CarPlay system specifically for the Jaguar XKR and the XF. Other cars will have similar setups. The rest of the video will show the basic use of Apple CarPlay on any car, whether the original equipment or a retro refit. And there's a quick overview of Apple Maps at the end of the video. Later videos will go into much more detail about navigation apps and tips and tricks on how to get the best out of CarPlay. So, the setup for Jaguar XKR XF retrofitted CarPlay. CarPlay uses Wi-Fi to connect to your phone, so you need to have Wi-Fi turned on your phone. The installer will likely have set up the Wi-Fi for you, but if not, the link to the Wi-Fi is _BFD1. And you'll be asked to pair with a code number. And you also have a choice to connect your phone to CarPlay with a cable connection or wirelessly. To use the cable method, the phone will always need to be connected. And the advantage here is, of course, that the phone will always be charging. Wireless connection. And if you want to have CarPlay Android connect wirelessly every time you enter the car, you need to connect the phone to the Bluetooth as well as the Wi-Fi. Find Bluetooth in the phone settings and connect to the Jaguar _BFD1. You'll only need to do this once, provided you don't turn off Bluetooth in the phone settings. With the wireless connection enabled, each time you step into the car, the mobile phone will be able to connect wirelessly to CarPlay or Android Auto after pressing navigation on the touchscreen and the hidden button at the bottom of the dash panel. Because this is a retrofitted CarPlay, the factory Jaguar system is retained but remains dormant while you're using CarPlay, and that's why you need to press the navigation button on the touchscreen as well as the hidden CarPlay button. I'll show you in a minute. The first connection is different. On your first time connection, you will be at the setup screen. You only need to do this once. It'll show music, CarPlay, Android, as well as the settings. Those settings are mainly used for the volume of the navigation voice and the screen brightness and contrast. But you can swipe between the different options on this setup screen, and it's on this screen that you'll either select CarPlay or Android. You can return to the setup screen later, should you need to, by pressing the Jaguar button, but we'll see that in a minute. I've selected CarPlay because I'm going to explain the use of the CarPlay using an iPhone and a wireless connection. After the first connection and for all subsequent times that you enter the car, you'll need to wait for the standard Jaguar screen. Then press the navigation button, press the hidden button under the dash panel, and there'll be a short delay with a message connecting to CarPlay. And you need to do this every time you first enter the car. It's just something to live with to be able to have integrated CarPlay in an XKR or an XF. Be aware though that when you're in CarPlay and using it on the touchscreen and you need to access something on the original Jaguar system, say like the heated seats, you'll need to reactivate the dormant Jaguar system by pressing the hidden button. And then to return to CarPlay, you need to press the hidden button again. When CarPlay is on the screen, these are the buttons and their use. The right-hand panel shows the most recently used apps. At the top, it shows the time and the battery level of the iPhone, and if it's charging, there'll be a lightning slash. And you can access different screens by swiping the screen at the bottom. And if you swipe to the far left, you'll show a split screen of navigation and the currently playing music track. In the bottom right corner, when it's got 6 dots, press and release to show the CarPlay homepage, Or with the square and the 3 lines on display, it'll show the navigation with the music playing on one screen. Siri can also be called with a voice activation by saying Siri. Hey Siri will work as well. The apps themselves are stored on the iPhone, and you can add, move and remove them by selecting General on the iPhone, then CarPlay, select Jaguar XKR, long hold and move the apps so those at the top will appear on the first screen of CarPlay. Use the green plus to add new apps and the red minus to remove. And you can also ask Siri to show you different apps. Show me Waze, show me Maps, show me music. The Jaguar button takes you back to the CarPlay settings as you saw before, where you can select CarPlay or Android Auto. Remember though, if you want to close CarPlay to get back to the original Jaguar system, press the hidden button. Then press the hidden button again to return to CarPlay. And that's all for the setup. Let's look at the basics of Apple Maps, as most people use Maps because Maps is the app that the Siri voice control defaults to. In future videos, I'll show you the Waze navigation app, as well as Google Maps, and also a much more detailed video on Apple Maps. And if you do want to use Waze as your navigation app, you can direct Siri to open Waze and then navigate from there by entering the destination as text. Siri can't control Waze with voice control as easily as it can with Apple Maps. Apple Maps. Touch the map to show your favourites, and these have been added on the phone. Press the search button and then you can press for Siri voice control or a keyboard to type the destination. You can zoom in and out with the arrows. And you can return to the current screen by pressing the direction icon. And when navigating, you can share your ETA with your favourite contacts that are listed off the phone. And on the left of the screen, there are 3 choices of verbal response, or a ding, or no verbal response. And when you reach your destination, or you wish to cancel the navigation, press End Route. And you can also say Siri, cancel navigation. So this was a quick overview of Apple Maps. There'll be much more detail in a future video. And if you're interested to have the integrated CarPlay and Android installed, and you live in Sydney or Melbourne, well, you're in luck. Old Jaguar is located at 7 Hills in Sydney and is the supplier and installer. Similar integrated CarPlay or Android options are available for other Jaguars, Land Rovers and Aston Martin models that have a touch screen. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to press the like and particularly subscribe by pressing the bell to be reminded about those future videos with more detail about Apple CarPlay.